Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 2 In-Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Kap-40 machine pistol. It is the only fully automatic secondary weapon in the game, and it's very dangerous. The gameplay that you're seeing right now is me playing with the Machinima livestream team, so I am playing with the ultimate top bracket of people that have prestiged and the best in the game, and joiners and people trying to kill me. So the gameplay is not as MLG as usual because the competition was very stout. Anyway, let's talk about the pistol. It deals 45 damage in close quarters combat, but will drop off to 19 damage at a distance. That makes it a 3 to 6 shot kill depending on your range. This is exactly the same as the B-23R and the same as several of the submachine guns. However, it shoots very fast for a secondary at 900 RPM fully automatic. That's what the stat chart says. My numbers got plus or minus 10 of that. I saw T. Martin's video. He had it at 880, and it seems to shoot very similarly to the B-23R, which is 900. So I'll say it's 900 RPM plus or minus a few. Either way, it shoots very fast and fully automatic, as in you hold the trigger down and it just sprays and hoses people. The 3-shot kill range on this pistol is 11 meters. Outside of that, you're going to take 4 shots to kill, and I report that range because that's how it most closely competes with the B-23R and some of the submachine guns in the game. For reference, that's about the maximum range of the Executioner and about the effective range of some of the shotguns. Inside that range, you can kill people very quickly. Outside that range, you're going to have to kill them a little bit slower, but I'm going to go ahead and call the time to kill on this weapon fast, because in close quarters combat, it outperforms the submachine guns. Even at medium range combat, as long as you're accurate, it can perform similarly to the submachine guns, and it just shoots very fast. It's not as fast as the TAC-45 2-hit kills or the Executioner 1-hit kills, but compared to most weapons in the game, it will classify as fast. And you're going to ask, well, if they have the same RPM and damage, why didn't you say the B-23R was a fast time to kill? That's because of the burst fire mechanic, and the way people shoot that weapon, even though it is more accurate than this one, they have a tendency to work it a little bit more poorly. So I'm just assuming the average player here. Speaking of recoil, this is a high recoil weapon. The recoil kicks pretty hard, and it kicks vertically. It goes almost straight up with a little bit of side-to-side wobble, but not a whole lot. And the best way I would describe it is that it's a lot like the G18 from Modern Warfare 2. Not quite as unwieldy as the Modern Warfare 3 G18, but a lot like the MW2 G18. It's definitely doable, but you're going to have to pull down on your sights a lot, and you probably can't use it outside of medium range. The reload time on this weapon is the same as the other machine pistol at about 1.1 second. There's a lot of variables that go into it. You reload faster if your magazine's not completely empty. You can reload cancel faster. If you go through the animation, it's slower, yada, but overall it's going to be about 1.1 second. The knife speed is 105%. You'll knife people a little bit faster than this one than you will with a normal gun, and your run speed is of course 100% because it's not a heavy weapon. The weapon swap time, like the rest of the secondaries, is extremely fast. Unfortunately, this is the slowest swapping secondary weapon. You pull this one out slower than all the rest, but by slower I mean 1/100th of a second slower. Like the 5.7 will pull out in 0.27 seconds, or a quarter of a second. This one will pull out in 0.28 seconds. So it's 100th of a second slower, making it the slowest, but it's still extremely fast. You can whip this out and just start spraying at people. The magazine count that's standard with the weapon is 15, which I find to be rather low for a weapon that's fully automatic and shoots this fast. You'll burn through it very quickly, and extended mags you can go up to 20. Not quite 21 like the B-23R, I think they did that just because it was a burst pistol, but extended mags on this weapon is 20, which is a reasonable gain and makes the pistol much better, because I prefer to use it with extended mags. I've leveled it up fairly high. The gameplay that you're seeing was actually from earlier in my leveling process, so I don't have everything unlocked. I didn't like the red dot sight because that just seemed to obscure my sights a little bit more. The laser was a pretty solid attachment for hip firing, but I burned through my bullets too quickly, and this weapon I like by far the best with extended mags. Matter of fact, I liked it so much with extended mags, I would highly recommend you use it with extended mags and not raw. This is the only secondary weapon that I say, or well, maybe the Executioner, but we'll talk about that in the next episode. This is the only secondary weapon that I'll say is best with an attachment, and you really need an attachment to get the benefit out of it, and that is extended mags. And you're going to want to use this one as a bullet hose. The other secondary weapons, the 5.7 is a medium range accuracy weapon. The TAC-45 is a 2-hit kill close range weapon. That's what, if you're accurate, if you're precise, if you want to go for that, you can drop people very quickly. The B-23R is the everyman's weapon. That's why everybody seems to like it, because it's very easy to use. It works in a lot of situations. This one is the bullet hose. This is the ultimate you need to get out of my face weapon, because when they're all up in your face and you've run out of ammo and they're expecting you to back up and reload and be helpless, you can pull this one out and just say, come at me, and if they decide to come at you, you can just spray them down with all 15, or if you're running extended mags, like I recommend, 20 of those bullets very, very quickly. Throws people off a lot. It's not particularly accurate. You're not often going to get those 3-shot kills, 1, 2, 3, and then have ammo to spare. You're probably going to hose about 10 rounds super fast and drop 1 or 2 people, but it is very effective as a bullet hose. If you like the G18 from previous Modern Warfare games, if you like guns like the PM9, rapid fire, stuff like that, this is the weapon for you if you like bullet hoses. Well guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out my previous episode on the B-23R, you can click the box on the left, and if you'd like to check out the next episode on the Executioner, you can click the box on the right. As always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that sort of YouTube stuff. Drifter out.